Friends, hello, good evening, wherever you're catching me yapping here. Let's talk about Rumble and what is going on here. Man, what a movement. If you've been following me talking about Rumble here, I am extremely bullish on it for a few particular reasons, and I have skin in the game with it. So let's talk about Rumble, what's going on here right now. It is moving. It is moving. It's very obvious at this point that Rumble is probably not going to stop. And, you know, there's a few things to help this situation. A of all, some people get mad when I say this, and I get it, but it's just the reality of what it is right now. Rumble has attached itself to the Trump mania of stocks. There's a few stocks right now, obviously, that are moving just on the basis of that, they're attaching themselves to Trump. And it's just what it is. And I'm not going to spend an hour talking about it. I think if you know, you know. If you've seen it, you've seen it. And if you haven't, well, you're going to very fast. And the other element that's happening here with Rumble is that, well, they're actually doing well when it comes to quarterlies. This is a growing company. And we expect the next quarterly here that come out should bring in some good numbers. Now, with that too, there's also big things that have been happening here as recently. They've just had the partnership with Barstool Sports. That's very big. That's very big. Rumble is a new platform that is growing. And there's things that could happen here this year, maybe next year. We don't know. Nothing's written in stone here. Rumble has already attached itself to people, to their platform, giving large contracts. Obviously, the biggest one that everyone is wanting right now, they want Rogan to be a part of Rumble. And Rogan did make mention of this, that him and Rumble did talk. It just didn't work at the particular time. Obviously, he just renewed his deal with Spotify, but Rumble is a different platform where Rogan could be at, because Rumble is centered around free speech. And I'm saying all this for a point here. Next, we've got this guy right here, Tucker. This could be a platform where, they go, and obviously, Tucker has his own platform, but, as Rumble grows here, they are trying to expand what they're doing here. So we could see it, and there's a slew of people out there where Rumble could say, hey, we want to give you a platform. We want you to strictly be with us. And a lot of people that are getting a lot of attention out there with free speech are possibly people that we could see have deals with Rumble, which would be good. That would be more eyes on Rumble. And honestly, we see this through history. There's always like another company that's gonna beat out the old company. We saw this with Walmart. Whoever thought Walmart was going to be beat out? We always thought they were going to be the top dog in, food, goods, whatever, everything they do. And then we had Amazon happen. And of course, Amazon's got some pretty tough competition out there now. They've got Shopify and another slew of companies that are trying to do what they're doing. But obviously, Amazon is in their own category at this moment. But talking about Rumble and talking about YouTube, obviously Rumble is a lot like YouTube, but Rumble is very new to the game too. So it's growing. It's growing with quarterlies, it's growing with balance sheets, and it's growing in popularity. But obviously their main attraction right now is free speech. And the thing that it is being attached to right now more than anything is Trump, and that is free speech. Now, this week, obviously, coming up very soon, depending on when you're watching this video, we had the Nevada primary. And if you've been keeping up with the news at this time, it looks like Nikki Haley is kind of already lost. And so at this moment, we're just waiting for her to drop out. And whether she's going to wait until South Carolina, officially, I don't know. But it's pretty much just a mercy kill at this point. So with that is going to shoot up Trump stocks once again, because we've been seeing this. Every time there's news around Trump, these stocks just go, they just start moving again. But Rumble has all these good things attached to it right now. So looking at the stock itself, I told people 3 weeks ago at this point, I was like, hey, I'm going to get in Rumble. I think we're starting to watch something really happen here with Rumble. And I believe that it's going to hit this $10 mark. I believe that it possibly could this year hit a $20, $30 mark. Now, that is little compared to what other people are projecting that they think Rumble could really hit here. But I'm taking the low ball on this one because I think Rumble is very appealing when it comes to long term. I'm not in here for a short sell on Rumble. I want to sit here and let this, sit in the oven for a while, because I honestly am gambling and betting that Rumble could possibly attach itself to someone very big here, to another big company, to an individual. And those would be big numbers for Rumble. I mean, imagine if they could have like a Rogan person come over to their platform. That'd be huge. I mean, you're talking, millions upon millions of people downloading Rumble within a week, and really, and guess what? Advertising. And it's just money. It's money for Rumble. And for you as an investor, it's very good. Now, 6 months ago, we did see Rumble have a uptick, and it was shooting towards the $10 mark, and then it had a little bit of trouble going closer to the end of the year, where it just fell apart a little bit. Had one bad quarterly, then it had another good quarterly, and it wasn't a terrible quarter. The one that didn't hit all the way wasn't terrible, it just missed, but then it rebounded into another good quarterly. So this next one, we are, rumor has it, we're expecting it to be good, but obviously there's a lot of things on the horizon with Rumble right now that people are really excited. So I'm going to be honest, I expect it to hit this $10 mark here sooner than later. I think it's the further we get into the summer, into the year, it is going to continue to run on Trump news. And I think it's just a matter of time before Trump names his candidate with him. Digital World, if that deal were to officially happen, the paper sign where, Digital World and True Social become one, it is True Social. That would be huge. And I think we're definitely going to see a split down the middle with people looking for different platforms. YouTube is obviously the main honcho right now when it comes to long form video, and the short video right now is going to be TikTok. But Rumble is in the middle, where it obviously does long video, but it's getting so much attention right now that, we just saw this Barstool Sports deal. So that's very big. We broke into 8 today. $8, a lot of volume today, a lot of volume. And it's honestly, even on the bad days, we're still seeing a massive amount of volume. And it closed the day at $8. So there's not much more to go. Once this thing gets back into a double-digit number, I think it's going to start grabbing heads a lot more here, to where people are really going to be like, oh man, I think it's going to turn into FOMO more than it already has, where people are going to be like, all right, I can't wait any longer. I've just got to get in this thing. And I think we saw a lot of that with Digital World acquisition, where, it went from $15 to $19, and I think a lot of people are like, well, it's not going to do anything more with, there's no way. Well, it did, and it's continuing to move. Rumble might follow that kind of pattern here, where it's going to get to $10 and people are going to be like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to put in X amount of money into it. Oh, then it might hit 12, and then it might hit, 14, then it might hit 16. I think we're just going to see this pattern progress here. And then if in March, if they come out with good quarterlies here, it's pretty much just throwing steroids on a situation that's kind of getting out of control already. So friends, I am going to try to make this a short video. I don't want to yap too long. Some people tell me I'm just yapping. I know, I just yap away. I love talking about stocks, but who doesn't? Friends, I wish you all the best. I think tomorrow could be a possibly really big day for all these Trump stocks. PHUN, something's got to happen there. Digital World doing just fine. Not worried about that situation as of right now. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.